Thank you for joining us for this informational session for our workshops here at Healthcare Tech IQ. We'll begin with a quick introduction. I'm Alex Ehrlich. I am the president of Healthcare Tech IQ. I come from the world of biostatistics. I have been in data analytics for over a decade. My role has been around maximizing the investment of data and data collection and translating that into actions and insights for healthcare institutions through the use of technology. From that experience, I've worked with a variety of vendors, and I've been able to sit at the table, at the healthcare technology table procurement process on both sides, both as a vendor and as a potential customer. Which brings me to the About Us. So who are we here at Healthcare Tech IQ? We are a group of subject matter experts, and our mission is to facilitate the communication across the healthcare stakeholder and the technology vendor to build and deploy effective healthcare solutions. So what do we do at Healthcare Tech IQ? Through our offerings, we enable your sales team to have compelling and efficient conversations with the customer without the need of a subject matter resource. And the reason why this is really important and really valuable is because subject matter experts tend to be resources that are difficult to find, difficult to onboard, difficult to keep, and overall very costly to a healthcare technology company. So how do we accomplish the enablement of your sales team? We have 7 core topics that our advisory board has put together and vetted. These 7 core topics are related to 6 activities, and these activities, the goal is to connect the content to tactical approaches that can be implemented right away. So when our attendees go back to their desk on that same day, they'll have activities that will enable them to really start interacting with a healthcare customer in a more efficient way. We also have a 1-hour follow-up. This follow-up is designed to really circle back and make sure that the content is being implemented and any questions that can arise with our attendees after they've been out in the field utilizing and really putting into action the tactical components and the tactical activities that they walked away with on that one-day workshop. So now we can go over all the 7 topics that are part of our core content. So we'll begin with healthcare and healthcare information technology. The goal of this topic is really to create a baseline of understanding of the healthcare field, a bit of the history, a bit of the status quo, and the different players and the different ways that healthcare is different than other industries. Our second topic is defining value in healthcare, and the goal of this topic and the content within this topic is to really connect and to really be able to start articulating value in the context of healthcare, not just to the C-suite, but across the healthcare users. And knowing that it is a difficult conversation, but it's really about creating a model to hold that conversation and to structure your approaches as you're talking to the different perspectives and the different personas. Healthcare analytics and technology. The purpose of this topic is to see how technology is being used in a practical, everyday way in healthcare, to really see technology in action and understand how technology and data is translated into benefit and is translated into insights in a healthcare setting. The healthcare personas are different in a lot of different ways, and the way that we approach this topic is to think about the value analysis process and a value analysis committee, which is becoming more and more of the norm of how the procurement process is established and is structured within a healthcare institution and healthcare organizations. what we do here with the personas is to create not just a profile of where they are, where they're coming from, but really how do we take a single solution or a single product and connect the dots for the different perspectives. That has become a very pivotal activity that we are having a difficult doing as vendors. And it's really about that connection to the persona and really that depth of what they care about. So that's what we want to accomplish in this topic, is to really create a framework for understanding the different personas that are affected and may be involved in the process, in the procurement process of your specific solution. On the topic of healthcare revenue and technology, what we aim to accomplish is to really understand how revenue is different in healthcare than in other industries, and how technology is so deeply embedded in that process. And part of this topic is really going over how and why the CFO is so involved on the IT side. And as you see how healthcare revenue through reimbursement and healthcare margins are defined and the uncertainty around it, it really starts giving the attendees an idea of the different pressures on the chief financial officer and how they're a bit different than in other industries, and how to create and articulate value to this specific member of the C-suite. This topic is selling solutions when we're used to selling products. And our goal here is really to start changing the mindset and changing the language that we bring to the table as vendors when we're interacting with a customer. We are used to being product driven and feature driven, and the healthcare customer is not interested in buying products. They are truly interested in buying business solutions and insights, and we sometimes fail to really connect those dots for the customer when we drive with a product-centric approach. So the goal of this section is to go over different ways of getting there, of being able to start translating our technology into value that is tangible and that resonates with the healthcare end user. This last topic is ever changing. It's really going over the latest trends. So as the latest trends change, this topic changes and the content within this topic changes. But the goal of it is really to create a framework for dealing with the changes in the trends in healthcare, how to communicate the way that your product and your offering fits into that, how to really ask the customer for tangible examples so you can show them the true value beyond just saying that you would be able to do it. So this is an interesting topic. It's the one topic that doesn't have an activity. The activity is really the discussion and the conversation, and then going back and really thinking of how does my solution compete in a market that has certain trends that shift and change really quickly. What is the fit of what you offer within that paradigm that shifts very quickly on a dime. Those are the topics that we go over during our one-day workshop. Again, these workshops are content and activities that give your sales team tangible assets to go back to their desk and be able to implement right away. We have a few events coming up in October. We would love to see you there for more content like this. Feel free to reach out to us if there are any specific questions that you have. We're happy to answer that and hope to see you at our event.